So I've been thinking about meditation, and I used to think that there's like good times to meditate and there's bad times to meditate. Like if you're about to meditate and then you remember that you forgot to buy bread, then maybe that's a bad time to do some meditation, because then the whole time you might be thinking, remember the bread, remember the bread, remember the bread. So maybe that's a bad time to do some meditation. Maybe you should first of all write on the shopping list bread, or go get the bread, and, and then meditate. Oh, you know, if you've got a load of things on your mind, it's gonna be really hard to just peacefully stay still for a bit. Yeah, and they have these things in Vancouver. They probably have them all over the place, like flotation pods. And I thought those sound interesting. I'd like a go in one of those. It's just some water, a lid. You just spending some time on your own floating. But I thought it depends what kind of day you go on, because if you go there and you're all peaceful, so it'd be like a nice little time to yourself, and it'd be like the Savasana of yoga, but extended. It'd be all nice. But if you went after something stressful had happened, or you just had an argument or something, then it might be like torture, being trapped in there with your own thoughts, not able to just go leave and do something about it. So I thought it depends what kind of day you go on, and how do you schedule what mood you're going to be on on that day. Yeah, and I was watching this series of videos on YouTube called 100 Days with John Green and Chris, and in it, over the course of 100 days, they were trying to improve their well-being through exercise and diet and things like meditation. And John Green said he didn't like meditation. I think he's not going to keep it up. I think that's the conclusion that was met. And at the time that I was listening to him speak about meditation in his videos, I was thinking, yeah, he doesn't like meditation. He's an author who works at home and he has 2 kids. So he probably tried to meditate at home as well. And whenever he sits down to meditate, there is other stuff going on that he could be doing. Like whenever I turn on my meditation app, sometimes in the meditation, the guy on the tape says, you don't have to be anywhere. You can just take this time to relax and focus on yourself and your breathing in and out. And sometimes when I hear him say that, I think, actually, I should be somewhere else. I could be doing this, that, the other. So I thought, yeah, John Green hated the meditation, because in the background there's always like his 2 kids and the book he could be doing and the videos he could be making and this, that, the other going on. Yeah, that would be hard for most people, I think. Be trapped with all that stuff you could be doing, that productive, actual stuff with results, tangible results going on elsewhere while you're just sitting. Yeah. So I thought there's good times and bad times to meditate. But then I was thinking about it again recently, and I was thinking, well, maybe if you can meditate and be patient and focus when there is a stressful situation going on, minor everyday stresses going on, maybe that makes you better prepared to be patient and focused when you're actually in the stressful situation. Like, sometimes, yeah, you have got a million things to do, but then there's traffic, or the bus is late, or you have to wait for someone else, or, you know, all these other things, and you do have to be patient and so forth. So you need that skill within life, and especially if you've got children and stuff, there's going to be stressful situations, and you can't just magically make everything perfect and all of the time. If you can meditate while you can hear the child in your household being told off for something they shouldn't be doing, and then screaming, and you got some bad news today from the doctor, and there's stuff you should be going out doing over there, and you can just be like, I'll only be gone 20 minutes, it'll all be okay. And you can just sort of find some inner calm. Then maybe when you go out there and have to actually face the stresses head on, maybe mentally you're more prepared for that, I don't know. Maybe you should always set a little bit of time for you, regardless of the circumstances and situation. I mean, obviously don't just like abandon your child and be like, I've got my meditation time. You know, it's 6 o'clock, so you know, if you've got like a pressing issue, you've got to deal with that. But when possible, if you can schedule a few minutes for you and be like, those are my few minutes for me, that's probably a good thing. Regardless of whether or not you're going through some health issue or you've got some work thing to do or whatever, if you can be like, yes, I've got those things to do, but this is just like 5 or 10 minutes, and these 5 or 10 minutes won't stop me from doing those things, you know, these 10 minutes in 24 hours. You know, I can do 10 minutes. That's probably a good thing. Although that doesn't have to be meditation exactly, that could just be like self-care of some sort. Maybe you like to calm down by having a cup of tea or something, I don't know, but just you know, a few minutes for you sometimes is a good thing, you know. Although it's with hesitation that I say all these thoughts, because I can foresee in the future someone taking this completely the wrong way, and like when I'm completely stressed one day being like, well, you just go do your self calm thing, go meditate. Like, I'm like, yeah. None of this is like an invitation to deliberately stress someone out and then be like, well, you should be able to center yourself. Feelings are valid, but if you can work on your coping skills, that's like a separate thing, no? Anyways, late, going to bed.